Chris.
Hey,
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. What's Chris? We've been talking for a few months now. How we met at the event at Patrick at PBD in December, and and it's cool because I like you, and you're doing funnels, and I don't understand quite well this one, and I was very interested in knowing more.
About funnels?
Yeah, and about you, because I like you, and to me this is most interesting. So, where are you from?
Oh man, that's a.
I'm because I don't know I don't know that much, and I don't know what you want to how you want to talk about. We didn't discuss that much.
I mean, I'm open. I'm an open book. So.
What the fuck is that?
Outside cars. Background sound effects.
There we go. All right.
Yeah. So
where am I from? Wow, that's so. It depends how you look at it. So I was born in Twin Falls, Idaho.
You're from Idaho.
Yeah, I'm from Idaho.
She,
Really?
yeah,
Sun
her too.
Valley.
Sun Valley.
Yeah,
Interesting.
but I don't
Okay.
remember anything. I was too little.
So I used to go to Sun Valley to play soccer. Never went skiing there, but I heard the skiing is amazing.
Yeah, they're very well known.
Tony Robbins lives out in Sun Valley.
Really?
House. Yeah, Tony Robbins.
Is it what's the what kind of terrain is it? Is it mountains or yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's supposed to be stunning. I haven't been back since I don't remember. Yeah.
Hmm.
Interesting.
seen
Yeah.
photos
So
now.
I think where I grew up, Twin Falls is maybe 2 hours or less from Sun Valley.
Just talk in the mic, Chris.
Oh,
Talk
sorry.
closer in the mic. We're gonna hear it because
We all do the same thing.
Yeah.
it's
It's
just
like
talk
a
right
secret.
here.
Okay.
Perfect.
So born in Twin Falls, lived there till I was probably about 8 or so. My dad is from El Salvador, so Central America. My mom is from Twin Falls.
Okay.
And so right around that age, they're like, we want our kids to be cultured and to understand and know their family and the culture and speak a little bit of the language. Because up until that point, Idaho is a very American,
Sure.
part of the U.S.
Yeah, because Sanchez, where is your family from?
From El Salvador.
From El Salvador. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we moved to El Salvador. And
When you were little,
yeah,
very little.
I was like between like 8 and 10.
Huh.
So went to school over there, and then moved back to Idaho, and then moved to Hawaii. Lived in Hawaii for a little while, and then my parents split up, and my dad had family in Connecticut, and
Okay.
and so from Hawaii, ended up in Connecticut and went to like 2 months of middle school, high school, and college in Connecticut.
What part of Connecticut?
So we lived in Groton. So are you familiar with Connecticut as well?
Very little. My family's up in Greenwich, where they were.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Small.
So high school, college in Connecticut, and at that point I was just like so tired of the cold, and I was like, I had
Oh, I
family.
know the cold.
yeah, you know the cold for sure.
I was tired with it too.
So, which is why we're both here, right?
Yeah, it's much better. But the cold, I mean, sometimes it's nice. There's a few things that, because there's a lot of things that are nice with the cold. But anyway, I like the sunlight, the sunshine better.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool in Florida.
I agree. So I graduated college and I moved to LA, and I was like,
Huh.
hello sunshine,
Did you like LA?
I do. I still like LA.
I never been.
My girlfriend hates it.
Never been. The only thing, and then the only thing that we hear with fucking California is that it's turning into shit, right?
It's been a little while since I've been back.
Apparently, and I've never been. I don't know.
A good friend of mine that's
Right.
here in Miami, he came here for a couple months, and he's going back to LA. And I'm like, dude, you just stay. He's like, I heard the homeless situation is even worse. I'm like, worse? I didn't think it could get any worse. but
And
Yeah.
Miami is pretty clean.
it is.
It's not bad, right? It's
I was
pretty.
surprised.
It's pretty clean. There are some problems and some homeless in a certain part of town, but it's generally it's pretty clean. I was I was impressed. It's cleaner than Montreal. Yeah, it's interesting though. The how this works. Anyway, so L.A. How do,
Yeah, LA up until 2 years ago. I came to Miami for a cryptocurrency conference
how long ago?
in 2022. So what is that? Like 2 years ago.
So
Right.
you just got to Miami too.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So came to a conference here. Met a girl. Met Maria, my girlfriend,
Nice.
and
Same.
what a small world.
I know.
And so like we kicked it off, and we ended up staying in Miami for a couple months together. And she's from Europe. She's from Montenegro.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. So then she's like, this is in April to June, let's say, of 2022. She's like, hey, like I'm gonna go back to Europe, but then I'm moving to New York. I was like, oh, interesting, New York.
So you had the choice. So you had the choice between New York and Miami. So you say you want to be with her, right? So
Yeah.
you had the choice. Either do we stay in Miami or do we move to New York?
Yeah. So we ended up going to Europe together, and I like had just met her, and I was like, okay, cool, let's go to Europe. And so we stayed. We were in Europe for a few months, and then she's like, okay, time to like.
Dude, she came to Canada for Christmas 2 weeks after we had met.
We met the family and everything.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, how fucking nuts is
That's
that?
awesome.
But it's awesome, and it works so far. But it works. No, it works very nice. It's amazing. Hopefully, is it the same way with you as well? It's
amazing. It's like such smooth sailing.
And
you
then
know,
why
oh,
do you
for the most
think
part.
why do you think it's like that with your girlfriend?
I-
Because what are you doing differently than the one before? Have you ever thought about that?
that's a good question.
Yeah.
What am I doing differently? I think initially I had like zero expectations, and it was just about like, let's just have fun and see where this goes.
Okay.
And then we started to really enjoy each other's time together, and like I was kind of living this remote backpack lifestyle. I work from a computer, so I was like, I could go anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, all right, you want to go here? Let's go. You want to go there? Let's go.
This is
And
pretty
that's
cool that
that's
you
just
can
kind
do
of what
that
we
too.
did.
Yeah.
But I also think I had matured myself.
So how old are you now?
35.
35. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. A little. Or I'm 31. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
And okay. And
I think I'm 35.
We're gonna go with it.
It's funny.
How do you feel?
So my sister and I were 10 months apart. So there's 2 months out of the year that we're
are
the
you
same
older
age.
or younger?
She's older than me.
She okay.
So
Much older. 10 months, right? It's a lot older.
yeah.
Because that's what's. She's about a year older than me.
Oh, okay. Year is a lot of life experience.
I pulled up like a nice cougar. She hates when I say this, but it's funny. I like it.
She's smiling. So
Wiser.
I know.
I don't. Where was I going with this?
Your sister. She said
Oh,
she's,
so-
yeah.
So I forgot where we were at, and I was telling everybody that I was 32, and I had been telling them that for like 2 years. but I honestly forgot.
How did
I
you
thought
forget?
I was 32.
You
She's
just
like,
not
no,
thinking
you're
about it,
not.
just,
She's like,
focusing on life
you're
and-
34. I'm like, oh my god, I'm old.
Well, just go. That's not that bad.
Yeah.
Just go by the year. I was born in '92.
I mean,
I think it's easier to remember.
I feel like I'm 22.
Oh no, I enjoy it much more now than before though. Don't you think so? Don't you think so?
I think so.
It's much nicer, no? We have more option. We're doing more things. We're doing now is pretty cool.
This is really cool.
And it's pretty cool way to spend the Thursday night, and I don't know, like it's I like it more so far the older I get.
Yeah, I would agree. I think I'm learning to appreciate some of the finer things in life. You know what I mean? Like waking up and like watching a sunrise. At 22, I would stay up and watch the sunrise. You know.
Yeah, you look at it differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to be outside. Do you hang out outside?
I love it. The first thing I do, I wake up, I open the door, I go on the balcony.
As much as you can, right?
Today I was working for, like 4 hours this morning. I was working on the balcony outside. So, like, I pretty much have made my office the balcony.
Yeah, same. I like there's a lake that I'm there every afternoon, right beside my place.
Nice.
And yeah, it's very, very cool. We were there just last night, but it's so calm. There's just one tree and this lake, and I like to hang out there as much as I can.
Yeah, spending as much time outdoors as possible.
Yeah, it's something that we forgot, I think.
I think so too. That's one thing about New York that I didn't enjoy. New York's an amazing city, but I could spend a week indoors. Like,
yeah,
I'm
but
like,
in New York you cannot just hang out outside. It's not fun.
It was
It's
cold.
not nature, and then also it's not nature.
Yeah.
Right?
That too.
Because when I'm saying hanging out outside, I'm saying like don't be a creep on the fucking sidewalks. I'm saying like, but it's true. Like, it's nicer if there's a little. It's if it's green.
Yeah, very much. I agree.
And we have a lot of that here.
A lot of
Not
green,
everywhere,
a lot of
though.
water.
Yeah, a lot of water. Yeah, but it's nice because we're in plantation, so it's a little bit further west, so there's more space than here.
Haven't been out there.
It's
How far is
good.
that from here?
Like 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
It's It's calm. It's nice. It's nice. So there's new building as well, and it's very cool. The Yasmin managed the shit out of it.
Oh, our building manager.
Oh yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very tightly managed.
Are you being sarcastic or?
No. I'm very very good. She's amazing. It's the best management team that I've seen. They're doing a very good job. And those
Yeah, when you're younger, you don't like when people are strict, but when you're, as you learn that it actually is more effective when someone that's running a place is on top of their stuff. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they might sell they might sell the asset at some point. So of course they're gonna take it, they're gonna clean it faster. Well, then it's not because they're gonna clean it faster. It's because if you want to sell, let's say you build this apartment buildings, right? So that's and then you own it, and then that you're going to sell the asset after it's stabilized. So usually that takes a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever. If it's good, if it's going to be a shorter turnaround. But at some point, and then stabilize is when you get 90%. Sometimes it depends the percentage. Yeah, occupancy and then things, because it takes time, right, to fill it up, and it's a few hundred units. So when you own the asset, then it takes a well, if you start from the development, it takes years.
Interesting.
And then so let's say you start with the development, right? You buy this land, then it can take 6 months, a year, 2 years, sometimes
to even
more,
break ground,
to even have the permits, right? And then it depends on the project. But let's say you want to do a 500 unit apartment building. Well, it can take it's about 18 months. It's about 18 months for construction, 18 to 20, maybe 60, something like that, for the construction of the building. Then
from start to finish. So
yeah.
From zero to
So that's from the permit. That's from when you actually start the construction. 18 months. So let's say it took you a year to get your permit, then another 18 months to build the 500 units, and then if you want to sell the asset, then you have to wait another, depends on how much it is to actually get it stabilized, which is the highest percentage of occupancy is the best. If you have 100%, then great, you have no vacancy. Then it's perfect, and it's 100% stabilized.
So what is that, like 3 to 5 years then?
Yeah, well, that depends, because you're always gonna account for some vacancy, but a few percent. But if you can beat the average, then it's even better. And then when you say because then that's how you maximize what you're gonna sell it for, right? Because if it's 100% stabilized, then you can sell it to pension funds and things like that.
It's a game.
Yeah, and it's a pretty cool one. Yeah, but then there's profit to be made all the way across the thing, so it's pretty nice.
And that's basically what you guys do.
Well, yeah, I specialize in land development, so I specialize right at first because this is where there's the biggest creation of value. I thought it was most interesting.
So do you go and find raw land, or do you find
Well,
land?
I work with mostly developers and builders because this is most of I specialize in land development, so most of what I sell is construction project for apartment buildings or industrial projects and things like that. Yeah, I do buildings too, but mostly it's projects. For buildings, I have a lot of clients that look for some, but in my pipeline I have a little bit less of those. But I have a few person that I know very well that are very well connected with those ones. Actually, nice portfolio just came in tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's why you're happy today.
It was a good day. It was a good day for real because it was a good day. We had anyway. It was a great day.
Good for you guys.
Yeah. So no, it's going well because I don't know about you, but lately it's been a little bit crazy at work. So yeah, we're working on some nice deals for like a few million square feet of industrial land, and we might have some operators that wants to buy the land. And the biggest that we're doing it's not, there's 3 that are interesting, but there's another one. It's a 2,400 unit development of apartment buildings that we're selling.
Nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
2,400.
It was under contract until today. Today actually it's a great day, but we were under contract, and then now we're not under contract because now it's done. But it's still a great day because we're gonna sell it. Actually, because we
Nice.
were under contract with our first buyer, and then it didn't work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because no, I'm not sarcastic at all. It's nice because we have full control of the transaction now, and those things takes a lot of time to sell. So sometimes you can miss a few times with a few buyers before you actually sell the assets. It's very, very hard.
And why would it, if a buyer is making an offer, why would it fall through?
Oh, there are many reasons. Perception could be one. I had a deal fall through because the buyer and the seller did not want to write the paper.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You do the paperwork. No, you do the paper.
Yeah.
Like, interesting.
No, I'm not shitting you. That's true. It was an apartment building, 134 units, brand new asset for $74 million. We agreed, and then I made an offer with a client, and then so we had the LOI, but LOI got accepted, 74 million.
What's the LOI?
It's a letter of intent, and then so. It's like the first draft of maybe an offer, because then it's just letting the seller know, like, look, hey, we might have interest in your asset at this and this condition. It's very simple terms, no legal, no nothing.
They attach like proof of funds, or
No, well, sometimes you can, but maybe depends who you are. If people know, you don't have to.
they know you're serious. You're not.
Yeah. So, but then It was a serious buyer. That's the problem, because when the more serious they are, the less they give a fuck about the deal. And then the two guys, they were actually very wealthy. Like,
Did they know each other?
no, no. But so what happened is we had the LOI at 74 million, and then when the offer came in later, it was at 70. And my client wanted to submit the offer. I was like, I didn't like it, because it was not what we agreed. And I was like, well, maybe the seller is gonna be unhappy. But it was like, submit the offer. And then and then the other broker calls me back. It's like, what the fuck? This is not what we agreed,
Yeah.
right? He's like, this is not. And then it was like, look, they wanted me to submit anyway. So so we submitted, and then we agreed. But anyway, it didn't work, because the seller didn't want the counter, and then my buyer did not want to resubmit the offer.
Wow.
Yeah. But then, you know what?
I guess that's like fuck you money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is exactly what you want. It's exactly what
Yeah,
you want. It's
yeah.
pretty cool, right?
That's really cool. So did he buy something else, or did he just like
No, well, he has a. They're doing a lot of other deals. They're good. Don't worry, they're not worried about that one actually at all. But it's nice. I still like the guy. This is just part of the business. It's just part of business, and then this is the thing, because if you're stuck up on this one, then you lose the relationship. And at the end of the day, it's always the relationship that matters, because it's not because this one did not work, then the bridge is broken.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. Why get stuck up on this?
Why? It's no, because there's a saying that I heard Elon make the other day, and it was the chips may fall where they may. The chip will fall where they may, or something like that. And it's because as much planning as you're doing, and strategizing and things like that. You know,
Whatever happens, happens.
how, like, because just look at what we're doing now. What value would had it be to strategize for hours before?
I don't know.
Because the type of conversation that I want is knowing you. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what we if we would have prepared for a few hours.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
Yeah. I would have prepared the perfect perception of me that I want you to have.
That's fair.
Or not. Or,
Yeah, and
or I
I
would have done no planning. It's been like, all right, I'm going to show up
Go
like this
for it.
anyways.
So El Salvador, what's so do you spend a lot of time in there or
I
no?
haven't been back for a couple years.
Huh.
Yeah. It's been a while. I'm due. My grandma's getting old. I have a lot of family there. Aunts, uncles, cousins. I need to go back.
That's the middle of South America, right?
It's like south of Mexico, north of South America. So it's like
Oh,
that
okay.
little,
So like in the middle.
yeah,
Okay,
it's like little stretch of lands, very small countries.
nice. And then you haven't been there in a while.
Yeah, I think the last time I was there was 2017.
Oh, okay. So you still
It's-
okay. So you were not a baby when you went.
What's
Yeah,
it-
no.
What's it like?
What's
I
it like?
haven't-
Yeah,
I've
haven't.
been to
I
Costa
don't know
Rica, but it's not the same. So
because we were in Peru in last
even
September.
further, yeah.
Oh, you got really?
Yeah, it was very
Lima?
cool.
Yeah, we did Lima. Then we went. I made him jump on a couple flights, so we flew into Lima and then over to Cusco,
Okay.
and we spent some time just south of Urubamba.
Okay.
And then on another flight to, it was into the Amazon, Puerto Maldonado, maybe something like Maldonado.
All
It
right.
was in the Amazon. That was cool though.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
How long were you guys there?
2 weeks. Not long enough.
Yeah.
It would have
we
been
went by
nicer.
yeah.
It goes quick.
I haven't been to Peru.
It was
But-
for real. It
The
was
food
good.
is
Yes,
amazing.
the food was
And the
amazing.
people. The people and the food was amazing.
Yeah, it was
It's so rich in culture. And
yes.
everyone's very kind and very humble. And it was really nice.
Do,
It
do
was
either of you speak Spanish?
no,
Very little.
How was
very
that?
little. It was hard.
But no,
But
no,
it was
we got
not too
by.
hard. No,
we
no,
got
we got
by, and I
by.
think with technology too. I mean, it's due. We should definitely be studying more Spanish.
But it's it's not bad though.
yeah, we got by.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to speak Spanish in Miami,
That
right?
too. Yeah, I'm guessing you obviously speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enough to get by.
So not fluent.
I mean, I don't feel comfortable speaking business
Mhm.
terms in Spanish.
Because
But I would
different. You can have a conversation, but you wouldn't be comfortable
Yeah.
enough.
conversational, I would say.
Gotcha.
Because it is different though when you're doing business in the language.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you don't want to mess up.
Yeah, because you
Right.
have to be clear in what
Sure.
you're saying, very clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's El Salvador like?
Oh man, what's it like? I mean,
Is it worth going?
you know, so things have changed a lot in the past couple years. I'm not sure how much.
Oh, is it the Bitcoin president?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Bukele, yeah.
Okay, cool.
He was just reelected.
With
last week.
94% or something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that was wild. Pretty cool though.
Yeah. So he's done a lot of reform. And you know, my family, everyone that I talk to, I haven't been back since, but they're like, it's totally different. You know, I saw a clip.
Do you know what they do? What did they do? Did he do?
They basically put all the bad people in jail.
Oh yeah, because you had there was a massive problem with crimes.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like isn't it they arrested 90% of the criminals or something in
Some I don't know the stats, but like basically all of the gang members.
Can you look it up?
Sure. I was curious to see what clip he was mentioning, though. You said there was something you saw.
When Bukele was celebrating his presidency, and I saw this clip, and he's like, we went from being the most dangerous country in the world
Yeah.
to like 5 years later being the safest country in the Western Hemisphere.
That's impressive.
Like,
In how long?
I think it's like 5 years.
Holy shit!
And he's like, how do we do it? He's
What
like,
did they
simple.
do?
We just put all the bad guys in jail.
It said the
So simple.
the number of homicides dropped nearly 70% during 2023.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It dropped 73%?
70.
70%.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot, like,
And then the only thing they did was arrest the bad guys.
pretty much, like, all the murderers, all the gangs, just, like, zero tolerance.
Because have you seen this stats? I think it was in New York. This crazy. I think it was 350 people are responsible for like all or most of the looting. Have you seen that shit?
No, I haven't seen it. But
Please,
it makes sense.
can you Google this? Because no, I'm sure I saw this. I think it's 350 people that are that accounts for all of the crimes
In New York.
in New York City. Like how many people lives in New York City? 12 million?
So that's the thing. I feel like, for the most part, people are good.
350? Is it the
How many people in New York? 7 million? Something like that? I don't know. I was there for a year.
Okay, nice.
So before
Did
we
you
moved
like
to
it?
I did dislike the weather,
Okay.
enjoyed the city.
I like the city too.
The first stat that came up was about 8.5 million in 2021.
And people in New York?
Mhm.
Oh, nice. See? 350 people over 8.5 million.
That's insane.
That's insane. If they're responsible for most, how? How are we not able to account for this? Who's managing the place?
Good question. I suck at politics.
All right, let's talk business.
But that's okay. Oh, fuck.
But you like El Salvador when you
So, I mean, I was there as a kid, and I feel like as a kid, you love everything, right? So, like,
How were you as a kid? How
was
much
I?
of a little shit were you?
I think I was good.
he seems
Really?
like he would have been very calm.
I think I was pretty good. I
Not
don't know.
everybody was a little terror.
I don't know. Maybe it was just me.
Yeah, I mean, I played soccer. I went to school. You know,
Nice.
I tried to be a skater for a little while.
I did that too.
Yeah,
It was a failure.
yeah, that lasted for a little bit. What else? Yeah, I mean, soccer was my thing. Never really got into video games.
See, I never liked soccer. Well, it's not that I didn't like it. I don't know. I was interested that much, for some reason. Did you play another sport, or just you were very into soccer?
Once I like hit middle school, it was soccer. That was it.
Huh.
And then before that, I had, you know, played baseball, tried basketball. Kind of did my rounds, but like soccer was the one thing that I just always
You
did.
very liked.
Yeah.
What do you think about Messi in Miami? Have you went to see a game or no?
You know, it's funny. There's a game tonight, and I was like, ooh, podcast game.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Should have done the podcast there.
Podcast one.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that means a
Oh.
lot though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
No.
just cool.
No, I mean, I think it's great. I think it's great for the sport. I think you know.
It seems like it does it have a massive impact on the city, no?
Yeah, I think so.
It have have you seen the numbers for the attendance of the games in the MLS?
Since Messi showed up.
Yeah. Everywhere he goes, it's packed, and the price of the tickets are super expensive,
Yeah.
like way more than usual.
Yep.
Like apparently before he came in, it costed like $20 or $40 to go see the soccer, and now it's a few
and
hundred.
nobody would go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's wild.
So, I have tickets to the Los Angeles Football Club. So when Inter Miami went to go play at LA, I sold my tickets for $800 each. And but these are tickets that I probably would have sold for like $75. And I was like,
Oh
all
my
right,
god,
paid for the season.
dude! Imagine how valuable this guy is for the owner of the. Isn't it Beckham, one of the owner of the team?
Yeah, he is the owner.
He is the owner,
Yeah.
right? Huh? That guy is smart.
Yeah. Yeah, so Beckham worked this Inter Miami deal into his contract when he started
came in.
playing for Los Angeles Galaxy.
Oh.
So it's kind of insane to me. I was, kind of looking into this whole deal, and I was like, wow, how cool was that foresight for you to be like, yeah, I'll
Wow.
come play. And I don't know if it was him or his advisors or his agents.
Was
or
he
whatever.
the first huge name that came in playing the MLS?
I think it was one
I
of
think it was the first
one
one,
of the
right?
yeah.
The big one. It was Zlatan before him or no?
Zlatan was after.
After. Okay.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So I was like, so Beckham has been an idol of mine since I was like,
Well, no shit.
12.
If you like soccer,
Yeah.
of course you're gonna like David Beckham.
Like-
It
like-
makes sense, right?
bro, I had his shoes. I would buy his shoes, his shoes.
Nice.
Diehard fan.
It's funny. My high school teacher, she had a son that played soccer, and she was my Spanish teacher, and so I kind of knew Spanish, so like we kind of got along. She paid me to train her train her son in soccer. But I think that she really only paid me because she wanted a reason to to pay me, but didn't want to give me money. I don't know. This is my suspicion, because I don't think her son really liked soccer. I think he was just like not so good, and maybe she was like, "Oh man, poor kid." Like,
Get him some help.
yeah, let's get him some help. I was, all right, cool. So I trained him, and I used that money to buy Beckham's, brand new release soccer cleats. And at this time, when you're in high school, 200 or I think
It's
they
a
were
little,
like
yeah.
they were like 185 or so. They're even more expensive now,
Huh.
like official soccer cleats. But that was, I worked really hard for that.
Hmm.
So yeah, my ties to Beckham go way back.
This is cool. Yeah. It's for me. It's I was more into football though. For me, American football. Yeah. Because
They play that in Canada?
Yeah, I played in college.
Interesting.
Yeah, I played in Ottawa for 2 seasons.
Okay.
is-
What position?
I was wide receiver.
That's right. You told me that.
Yeah, I was wide receiver, and that was my sport. And Brady was my favorite player because when I started in high school, because I started playing football, I think I was 10 or something, like 2 years before high school or something like that. And the high school team in my town was named the Patriots, and that was in 2003. So yeah, and I started high school in 2004. So they just had won 3 and 4 years, and I was like, oh shit, this is the same team as me. So this is my team now. See, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I have,
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
but I was very lucky.
So
When
you're a big Brady fan then?
Yeah.
Did you read his book? What is it?
Um,
TB3 method or?
I have, the nutrition book. I have it. I haven't read it, but I I bought it when I bought it. But I not too much, but I followed a little bit.
I want to check it out.
Yeah, there's a bunch of resistant things, and maybe a little bit too. But I don't know. The guy is doing amazing. He must be onto something because he played longer than everybody before him.
Yeah.
Way longer. Like before him, it was Brett Favre that tried to play the oldest, and that was very, very good. And he even at 39, he finished. Brady played until when he was elite, up until he was 45.
Impressive. That's impressive.
That's old.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding? You're 5 years old. You're 5 years from 50.
And still like performing
Think
at a very
about-
high level.
Think about the average 50-year-old. Yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
At the top of their game.
Yeah.
It's wild how long he played. 10 years older than you.
Yeah, it's wild.
And how old is Messi? Isn't he 39?
37, I think.
37?
I think you're 36, maybe.
How cool was it that when he first got here, people would just see him randomly at Publix? Have you seen the photo?
I saw some, yeah. Him shopping with his kids.
With his kids and
36.
wife. He's like
36.
he's just like with shorts and sandals, and he's just like hanging out. Just like normal guy.
Was he getting like bombarded, or did
On the photo that I saw, it was not.
People were kind of respectful?
People are very it seemed
That's
very
cool.
respectful. It's cool though, because if he's there with kids and family, the guy is just trying to. If you
Also live a normal life.
exactly. If you want him to act normal, please act normal around. It goes both ways.
Yeah.
It goes both ways. It's wild.
Yeah, he's a god in football around the world, in soccer.
That's this is what I. Is he that good though? Like, is he like? Because I don't follow that much football. I don't follow soccer, but I understand it must be very hard.
All right, well, I'll go to a soccer game together.
Huh?
Yeah.
We'll go to a soccer game together.
We
Yeah,
could,
we
yeah,
have
it'd
to.
be cool.
We'll go and like see him play, and we'll make
Oh,
that decision. Actually, I've seen him play one time in Spain.
really?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
How was that?
So, I grew up a Real Madrid fan, and Messi played in Barcelona.
So Real Madrid is
so
with what's his name?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So this was like going to see these two teams play was like
Biggest thing.
Oh
was like the
shit!
biggest
Yeah,
thing
it's
ever.
like the best thing ever. Like
and Messi like kicked our asses.
really.
It was like 4-1. I was like, and it was the night before Christmas. I was like, this is just not good.
Huh.
But I mean, it is what it is. Like that's a sport, but he's good.
This is pretty cool though when you like, because at everything you do, there's gonna be one that is gonna be the best. Doesn't it make sense? Like maybe because the football player, then it is is if he's gonna be the best now, it's pretty cool to have, like to aim.
Yeah.
It might as well.
Yeah, the Messi. So here they called it the Messi effect. So like even all the players around him, just
They
like
all get better.
they all get better.
Yeah.
Well, they say that in business too, right? You want to sit around like A players because it affects, how much better you get. You affect everyone around
Yeah.
you if you are, surrounded by people like that.
It does seem to be true. To this one, don't you think?
I think so.
It does seem to, because
If you care, right, and you see someone that's performing extremely well, you try to rise to that occasion as well. I think.
it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because it have a lot of effect. Just this week, it's very nice that she was there because I was very stressed out, and she calmed me down. And the next day was my turn to calm her down.
Oh no, what happened?
No, it's
Well,
just so sometimes you have you have a weird day and you're stressed out. Sometimes, do you always know why you're stressed out? Like.
No.
Sometimes you just like for some reason.
You're too in your head. Maybe you have a lot.
Exactly.
Going on, you're too in your head, and it takes sometimes you have to step back. And it's nice when you've got a partner that can also be there to help support. And it's always stupid. Whatever you're stressed out of, but there's no reason to be that stressed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just step out, step back, look at it, reassess the situation. It's not as bad as you think it is.
Breathe a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hang out outside.
That too.
Go to the tree by the
Yes.
by the lake.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. It does help a lot.
It's perspective, right? Like
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. The weirdest perspective that I have ever had is when we lay down over there.
Oh, looking up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the calmest I've ever felt in my life.
Interesting.
Yeah. Because
You put a blanket down or just,
yeah,
like,
well,
on the
blanket
breast?
or no blanket, it doesn't matter. The point that is that we're alone outside, and it feels it's pretty. It's just a little pocket, but it's nice. It feels like it's very quiet. We live in a kind of a croissant of road. It's not like a
Cul-de-sac?
Okay.
But no, it's not a cul-de-sac.
Croissant? That
It's
sounds
a
good.
croissant, yeah. In French, it's a way that we kind of say it. But anyway, there's not too much traffic on the street.
That's nice.
Nobody comes. So it's very, very calm, very quiet. And at night, it's kind of cool because it's very quiet. It feels like you're alone outside, and it's like kind of the real deal. And when you lay down on your back, completely flat on your back, it's kind of a weird feeling where your back is completely against something, so you don't worry about, you don't see it, you don't even. It's like you're not aware of anything at your
There's
back
no
because
threat.
there's nothing. There's no threat. Exactly. This is exactly it. There is absolutely, you're sure 100% that there's no threat. And you feel different when you're 100% sure, but you don't even notice before you feel it. Cuz
He's gonna get home and his
No,
girlfriend's
but
gonna
it's-
take off outside and go.
It's
Go play in
true.
the grass.
It's true, and this perspective is so cool because it changed as soon as you lift up a little bit and your whole back is off the ground. Then the perspective switch, and it's kind of back to normal, kind of.
Back to alert mode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind
Your
of back.
Spidey
Yeah,
senses kick on.
it's weird, right? But it's kind of what's going on.
Have you heard of people that? Have you heard of people saying like, I'm grounding or like grounding?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does
So
that?
what
Do you
is
think
th-
that
what
has
is
to
that?
do with the energy?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Is that the thing that you walk barefoot outside?
Walk barefoot, lay on the ground.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So yeah, this is what we mean. But can you just say it like it is, like fucking
just laying.
it?
Yeah.
Just be outside. Like, can we stop being weird about what we're doing? We've been doing this shit for thousands of years. Okay.
Just laying
So
on the
like,
grass.
let's just lay it on the grass. It's fine. You don't have to call it a fucking grounding. You just fucking say you're laying out the grass. Then I'll understand. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. I like that too.
I like
know?
laying on the grass too.
What's going on
This-
with all of this fucking word like wellness and things like that? Of course, everyone wants to take care of their body, but
It's a buzzword.
it's a buzzword, yeah.
Buzzwords sell.
But it's annoying a little bit, no?
Yeah.
But it's true though. They sell for your
We're
for
trying to
your with the thing that
market-
you're good at.
For- yeah.
market
Maybe
everything.
that's why I'm disappointed in that, and you're laughing at me.
It's interesting. No, it's cool. It's cool. I like to understand different perspectives, right? And
Me too. This is the fucking point.
so, question for you: if you lay down on the grass or you lay down on the sand, do you have the same feeling?
I don't like the sand that much. She loves the beach. But it's not that I don't like that much. It's just I love to be there with her and walk. Laying in the sand, I don't know. It's sandy. I don't like to be sandy too much.
We're working on it.
Where
the
she's
beach
yeah,
thing, slowly
because
working.
I'm from the woods, right? So like I literally grew up in the woods. There was no beach where I'm from, so the beach is more. I'm more sauvage. What's the savage
know
towards the
savage.
beach?
Savage.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this is how you say it.
Yeah.
Savage.
Sauvage, yeah. Anyway, so I need to what's apprivoiser? Anyway, doesn't matter. Get accustomed to the beach more.
But in short, yeah, probably it's a different feeling, I would think. Whether you're
Yeah,
laying
do
on,
you
like
like
rocks.
the beach more, or do you lay down on the beach?
Yeah. I think so.
Is it the same for you?
I like
or
the
no?
beach.
It's kind of relaxing too, though. So if
Yeah.
the second, yeah.
I guess depending what beach you go to.
Is there a better one?
Yep.
Really?
Well, it depends on. I mean, you either have crowds.
Why?
or-
Because it's dangerous.
Well, some beaches we have actually. Yeah, some are not as well kept, or there's like glass and things like that. So
Oh, okay.
certain areas, sure,
The one we go in Dania is nice, though.
more quiet.
Yeah, I like quiet.
Mhm.
But at night, we usually go at night.
Mm.
Just walk at night. Yeah.
Are you and your girlfriend big outdoors people at all, or?
What do you? What do
I
you
don't-
guys do together?
I mean, I wouldn't say that we're outdoors people, but we do enjoy the outdoors.
do you go in the Everglade at all or no?
No, but we want to.
Dude, let's go. We love to go
right, he'll-
for hikes in the
He'll show
Everglade.
us soccer, and we'll take you out to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Everglades.
yeah.
All
Let's,
right.
let's go for real.
She wants to
We-
see an alligator.
Really?
Okay,
No,
perfect.
shit.
We'll see one.
There's
We
plenty.
could wrestle one if you wanted to. We'll teach you.
Really?
Well, every time I
I'm
see
not
one,
actually a alligator.
I kind of make a joke. I'm gonna
You're gonna like
I'm gonna fucking
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I know. Yeah. I
Whitney, how long have you been in Florida?
My whole life, almost. I mean, born in
Since you
Idaho.
left Sun Valley?
Exactly, yeah. So I've traveled quite a bit, but grew up all in Florida. So from Orlando and then down the coast, I've moved a couple times, and then now down here.
Cool.
So
is
many
the
alligators.
Florida man real? Florida man?
What is that?
You
I
guys
actually
never
don't
heard
know
of
this.
people saying about Florida man?
Mm-mm.
Isn't there a show about the Florida man that they did on Netflix?
I don't know anything about this.
No.
I don't know if it's a show, but it's just that like Florida man, age 42, kills an alligator. Florida man. Like you hear all this crazy stuff on the news, and it's always like Florida man.
Okay.
Oh,
No, it's
the
normal.
meme on the it's
yeah,
normal.
that's normal. It's
Yeah.
like we're basically it's like Australia, but we're in the small
Yeah,
corner.
Florida
of
is
the-
kind of wild. No.
it feels like home, so I don't know. I'm used to.
But it's cool though.
All
Like
these
like
crazy
just the other day, a year ago. That was in the first few months that we were together, and we went. Where did we go in Davie when we saw the guys hunting the iguanas?
Oh yeah. We were. This is by my old place.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a long canal by where I used to live, that runs through Davie, and we were driving around. I think I was taking him to somewhere to go for a hike. if you
Yeah,
will.
that's a flat hike.
Flat
It's,
hike.
for a walk.
Yeah, and there's a couple people carrying. I don't know what the weapon was, but
Well, they
it
had
was-
rifles, and
Yeah.
and then we were driving, and I was like, "What the fuck are those guys doing with rifles?" And we went back to see, and then she googled because it's legal to hunt iguanas.
What do they do with them? They eat them?
I don't know.
Some people, they're on menus nowadays because I think they're an invasive species, so very similar to what we did with lionfish in Florida. Then I wouldn't
But
recommend
lionfish is
eating
good,
them,
though.
but lionfish is delicious. Yeah,
It's very delicious. Is that we
I don't-
had
the iguana
Have you
that
ever
I've had
had-
was not good.
no?
No, but I didn't have it here. I was, I think it was in Belize, and it basically tastes like they put an iguana in a blender.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All the bones and everything. It's not good.
All the bones.
Yeah,
What the
it's,
fuck?
Interesting.
it's like
Everything.
cat food with tiny little bones.
As a kid in El Salvador, I remember seeing iguanas, like
Common.
like
It was
walking
there,
on the street on the sidewalk. They're just
Mhm.
have
Mm.
they're selling them. Make some soup or something.
Gotta eat.
I don't know if I tried it or not, but
What is there? Because in Peru they ate guinea pig. No,
Guinea pig is common. Mhm.
they put it on
On sticks,
on
skewers.
sticks and
Yes.
yeah.
yeah. We didn't eat.
Your cousin?
Hmm?
Your cousin?
No.
Oh,
Just
No,
no guinea pigs.
guinea
like
pigs.
In, like
Oh,
in,
I
like
thought- I
little gerbil.
yeah.
Yeah, those little things. But we didn't try it. They just had it when we were in Peru.
Yeah,
Did you get like?
we didn't try it. No,
No?
we didn't. We didn't end up trying it. I don't know what it tastes like.
Probably tastes like pig.
Probably.
You think so?
Suckling,
That's a
like
good
suckling
guess.
pig.
Yeah.
Is,
maybe.
is there what's the typical meal in El Salvador?
Pupusas. It's like think of a quesadilla, I guess.
Huh.
Flat, so they use like masa corn, like a corn type dough, beans, cheese, some type of pork mixture. Put it together,
Mhm.
flatten it out, cook it on both sides, and that's breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Do we have a photo of that? I'd like to. We're not plugged to the TV, right?
No,
Oh,
I could. Yeah, I'll show you.
no, that's fine. Anyway, so and then next time we'll plug to the TV.
I actually,
I'd like to see image when we talk about shit like that.
yeah.
Yeah, it would be nicer. But anyway, that's for another one.
I saw a truck in Miami. I haven't eaten at
Of
it yet.
what? Is there a place?
pupusa truck?
Really?
Yeah. So maybe we'll, have to pick some up one of these days. I'll come by your office.
Damn, it looks good though.
I mean, if
Is
like,
it good?
if you like, bread, bean, and cheese, like it's good. It's great.
Well, I like bread and cheese, so that's
Yeah. So you can do just cheese. You can kind of pick. Bean and cheese is very popular. Revuelta is like with everything. Some people go just cheese. It's good.
That's yeah. What's your favorite food?
Oh man, that's a good question.
Are you a big foodie?
I
Okay,
think
that's
so.
why.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
he answered that. I'm like, okay, he likes food.
Interesting. Yeah. It's I honestly I don't know. I really like Peruvian food. So like
Oh yeah, me too.
ceviche.
Same.
Peruvian ceviche is, I think it's the best
Best.
ceviche in the world.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lomo
The-
saltado, like the beef with onions and peppers and French fries with rice on the side. That's a
Oh,
Peruvian
that
dish
looks
I
good.
really like.
That sounds nice.
I think my girlfriend and I, Marie and I, we ate Peruvian food 2 times this week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wait, where do you go for the best? Because I'm missing it since I had
Same.
ceviche today because I was thinking of Peru
Oh,
when I was
really
out.
nice.
Yeah, when I went with friends, and it wasn't the same. So
We're in Miami or
no, this was in Fort Lauderdale. It's
Oh.
not a Peruvian place. So
Okay. So in Miami, Ceviche 105,
I've heard of this one.
really
Oh,
good.
I was
Okay.
there. Went
Yeah,
there
it's
once.
it's a nice place. You know, you can
not
go
bad.
if you guys want to go on a date or something. You know, it's nice. But right next to it is their sister restaurant, and it's Pollos y Jarras,
Mhm.
and so they have like really good lomo saltado. So it's like the seafood restaurant, then more of like the chicken, and you know, kind of beef style stuff.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, it's good.
I like sandwich.
Sandwiches.
Yeah, I like burgers.
I like burgers as well.
I like because I don't know. I always enjoyed something in a bun, and meat in between bread. I kind of like it. It's so efficient too. Like,
yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's interesting because like wherever you go around the world, you kind of see the same, like a piece of bread with meat, either folded
know.
or rolled up or like stuffed inside,
Yeah.
or you know, it's
you
like
see it across all culture. Do you think is
yeah.
it true?
I mean,
no?
like I've done a little bit of traveling, and like I'm always like, well, it's like a burrito, or it's like it's like a sandwich.
Huh? That's interesting, but it's
Where-
hard to beat tacos though.
Tacos are good.
Tacos. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's one thing about LA. LA has really good Mexican food.
Oh,
Great Mexican, and then you can even go like you're like 2 hours from Mexico, so you can go into TJ into Tijuana and just have like
Authentic.
a next level good.
nice.
So you get like
I've
really
never,
good.
Never been on that on that part.
Yeah, really good tacos.
Yeah, it's anyway. Yeah, it's So tacos is hard to beat too.
Yeah, tacos and burritos. I like burritos. So when we were in New York, we were there for a year, and I went back to LA. I was like, the first thing I did was
Tacos.
find like a taco truck. It's just it's good stuff.
There is a little taco truck. It's called Pepe's. It's not too far from here. I think I've gotten you.
Really?
Yeah, it's very good. It's authentic.
My favorite is the one that we go downtown.
Yeah, good. This one's good too.
It's right beside Miami Slice.
The one I'm talking about is in like a dirty garage parking lot. It's
Those are usually the
but
best.
it's really good.
No, but the one right beside Miami Slice is where we went with Karen the
Yeah.
other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tacos there are very nice. It's downtown. It's a quiet restaurant, but there's always a line at Miami Slice because the pizza is the next one.
I don't know that I've tried Miami Slice.
Me neither. I haven't tried it
The
because
line's
there's
always
always a line.
Yeah.
And then so the first time we were there, we went for the tacos, and then every time I came there, sometimes I wanted to try it out. There was always a line, and I was like, fuck that. So I always ate it at the tacos.
That works.
It does work. It does work. But anyway, guys, I gotta pee.
My girl, so she's in that space. Maria's in that
Really?
space.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so she's like, yeah, people are walking. I'm like, I haven't seen one yet. Like,
Dude, it's
We
so
saw
I haven't seen one.
It's so unsettling.
I'm waiting to see one.
So unsettling.
was laughing
What the fuck
so
are you
hard.
doing outside with this
I was
shit?
like, Oliver, no way.
Imagine I saw a video. A guy was driving.
With the headset on.
Yes.
They kind of look like ski goggles. I
They
mean,
do.
you're from Montreal, right? So
Yeah.
You know.
that's not the style there.
Oh, when we go back, it'll be interesting to see if a lot of people are using it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where this gonna be.
It's well, he was just describing.
Well, so we
Nice.
we have we own a VR headset
Okay.
in
The Apple one, the
not the Meta one.
Oh,
so
okay.
the what is it? Meta Pro something.
Something like that. I don't.
Yeah.
Well, do you like it?
So when we first got it, I was like, we had just come back from Montenegro, and I was on this kick that I'm gonna learn how to sail and get a boat and like.
I've told him that. I was like, we have to learn how to sail, and I want to be a captain.
Oh my God. Okay.
I was like, do you want to do lessons with me? Because I'm going.
Are you guys gonna do lessons? I want to
We
do
will.
lessons.
Yeah, we're doing the flight lessons are first, but after that,
Okay, so you're gonna learn to fly first.
the plane will be first, and then the sailing
then-
afterwards.
okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah, but
Cool.
you were saying, so you want to learn?
Well, I was like,
Yeah.
this looks so cool. Like, I mean, going back to like,
I always wanted to be a pirate.
what's the life of a pirate like?
I don't know.
Not always a good one, I'll admit.
But how cool though, like
Yeah,
a
sure.
fucking boat.
Maybe back in the day.
With some rum. There's pirate now. Have you seen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Have you seen the video of this kid? I don't know where, but they attack boats on shipping routes.
Somewhere like off the coast of Africa. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw some video on YouTube.
It's fucking
Have-
wild.
We were probably like on the same YouTube algorithms.
Yeah.
So we were looking
Getting
up
the same.
sailing and pirates, and so we're watching the same videos.
yeah.
It's It's weird how everything goes. But anyway,
But isn't it crazy to think that there's pirates?
It
To,
is
like
cra-
in
yeah,
this
it is
age. To me,
crazy.
they're like a.
I know. They're ancient on wooden books and wooden boats. You wouldn't think that there's pirates today.
Oh, there are.
I know. It's crazy.
So you want to learn how to sail?
Yeah, so I was like, I wonder if I could learn how to sail in VR. That would be interesting. So
Oh, like a
Huh.
simulator.
yeah,
Okay.
like you know how there's a flight simulator.
Exactly. Yeah.
I
Okay.
was like, I that'd be pretty cool. And so we got the headset. And I was like, well, let me test this thing out. And of course, somebody created an app, and it costs like $50 to download it. So
So you
and then
downloaded
So I
it.
downloaded it.
So you sail.
So I did it. Of course.
my girlfriend's credit card was on there. So I was like,
So you downloaded the app, the thing in the VR. Is that like close to? I don't know. Have you
It's-
done the real thing?
I mean, I've been on a sailboat, with the sail a few different times, but I've never actually physically myself like sailed, right? But I was pretty blown away by how real it looks, but I was a little disappointed in the sailing lessons. It was more so like I'm on a boat and I could look around and see everything. And
So yeah, you can't do anything.
but you can move, yeah, but like they didn't. I had to like click on
How
the
do
thing
you-
and like, what is this? Oh, this is the. But I had to read, and I'm like, shouldn't there be like an instructor here in VR, like saying like, all right,
So
the
it feels
first.
more like real world experience instead of
Yeah, imagine if you just
like
got on a
like
sailboat.
those old school, like an old school Game Boy where it like pops up with the text and it asks,
Yeah.
it gives you instruction. Instead, you're actually like learning in real time,
Yeah.
right?
So, but like everything around was insanely realistic.
Okay.
But then I'm like, what is this thing? Click on it, like a pop up opens up, and this is the rudder.
Maybe you could turn off.
Oh,
What is
so
it,
you're saying in
the
the design,
learner's- learner's mode
you
or
would
something?
like more if there was
Like an instructor.
like in Zelda, the fairy. What's the name of the? And with the have you played video game or no?
No, he said
Oh.
earlier.
I
he
didn't
play-
video
yeah,
games. He was
yeah,
a soccer
sorry.
player.
Anyway, so that was a good one because there was a little fairy for the of
That would like teach you.
exactly
Yeah.
exactly it would tell you where to go and things like that because
Yeah.
the game Zelda is that was for kids. It was the Ocarina of Time is the coolest game ever on Nintendo 64. That was cool. That was amazing. Anyway, I was a big gamer.
Yeah.
Huge. Yeah, I got my first one when I first Nintendo 64 when I was 6 years old. And yeah, I played a lot of video games. I had
Do you still play?
no, I don't have time.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, no,
Not
no,
like not even like for fun, or just like,
no.
do you want to?
No, not
No.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It is just the amount of time that it's gonna take. It's gonna take too much out of my day now. And
Maybe
yeah.
we'll get you one of the headsets.
Why?
You can go grounding with the VR headset
Yeah,
on.
I don't think that's gonna have the same. I don't know. I'm more towards the other. I want to buy a ranch. I don't know. We want to buy a ranch. I don't know how. I don't
Like
know
horses and
How, yeah. I don't know how which sides most people will go. Do you see what I mean? Either go back to the roots or to steer in with the virtual world. You see how we earlier we were talking about grounding.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm saying when I rediscovered this one, because I forgot. When I was younger, I would be outside all the time, but for a few years when I was in Montreal, then the climate is a little colder. So and I was not used to just hang out outside. It was not part of my daily routine. But now it's nicer. It's anyway. So I'm just curious about where people are gonna go. Do you see what I mean or no?
Are they gonna go like back
Like-
back to the earth or back?
Kind of, yeah. Kind of like the going back to what we used to, how we used to eat, or what we used to do, or to calm yourself a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the majority of people are like already
Still,
so far
right?
gone.
So yeah.
They're so
Do you think it's so far gone, or is just
well into tech.
Yeah, but I'm not saying stopping using the tech. I'm saying maybe balance it out a little bit.
Mm,
Do you see what I mean?
yeah.
I'm not saying that that I want to go back to ancient, like when there was no. This is much better now.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying maybe balance it out. Maybe you don't have 16 hours a day of screen time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're saying that to when most kids nowadays have a device in their hands,
Yeah.
and they're
No, I
growing
know,
up with
yeah.
this. They're integrating it into everything that they do. I mean, when all of those kids are our age, their virtual reality is going to be the norm.
Well, Ready Player One is a cool movie.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's a fucking yeah. I watched it the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an amazing movie, but the problem is like reality in that movie kind of sucks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you remember where they live, like the
Like
kid,
some
like fucking
crazy shack.
trailer parked, stacked on each other, and the only cool thing that could happen in those lives in his life was in the virtual world, because he could be everybody, and it was kind of a level playing field where it's a meritocracy, and if you're good, then you're good, and then if you're not good, then you need to get better. But it's this is my fear with where this is going with the virtual thing. Does that make sense?
No, I totally understand what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. What are you scared of?
Government control.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't, because I think this is gonna happen. I think it's a cycle, and I think it because of human nature, because we always want to have more and win and have it our ways, because at the end of the day we're all a little bit selfish. So I think, because think about it, right? Let's say you work for the government. Say at the beginning of your job, then nothing happened. But at some point, maybe you can know things that maybe you could take a bribe, right? Or maybe you could have something based a decision on something that could be advantageous for you, right? Maybe at first you don't do it, but maybe after a little while you're settled in. You've been there for 15 years. You know how it works, and then you know it's not gonna harm anybody. But then maybe you need 15 grand that month, right? How convenient.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it must happen this way at some point, but not with everybody, and not with different levels. But I'm just saying it could happen, because at some point somebody is going to need something, and then they're going to reflect on how it makes sense for them personally, and there's gonna be like, oh, it doesn't hurt anybody, and then that they're gonna do the first one, and then maybe the second one is easier than the first one because you have the experience now. Do you see what I mean? And then when it starts, then it starts to happen again, and then after a while, then it's most of what it is.
Then you're like a dictator.
Exactly, and maybe Then if you use force, then you're a dictator. But it's just, I think that maybe it's just how we are. At some point, we're gonna corrupt the organization that we build, and then at some point, maybe we need to I don't know. I don't know how it works. Because if you look, do you like history or no?
I think I do. I think more so now than before. Like,
the appreciation.
yeah,
Like,
before I was like, I had to know history because I had to learn it in school.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I have to take this class. But
But did you like the class? I always liked it.
it's very interesting.
That was one of my favorite class all through school, because I always wanted to find out how it works.
So are you going to like the rise and fall of regimes? And
Or
empires?
civilization. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because it kind of seemed to happen all at in a similar way. Because there's this saying too that history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. And when you have a little bit of perspective, then you can see like, oh shit, well they started to do that, and then this happened. It's because it's not right away. When they say that the Roman civilization fell, not everybody dies. That's not how it works. It's just that they were the superpower at some point, and then they slowly become more irrelevant each year that pass, right? And then that goes on a bunch of years, decades.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that the population that's maybe more interested in tech and is advancing is the group, I guess, that's going to outlive or do better versus the ones that have pulled away from technology?
I don't know, because we need what job do we need most now? Tradesmen.
Do we? I don't know.
Well,
I was gonna say data scientist, but
no, because I
No?
don't think you need most you need a lot of those. You don't need thousands and thousands and thousands of data scientists.
got
You
it.
need a few good ones, very very good ones. But how many framers you need to frame houses and stuff like that? Right? For because this is the thing, right? We're always gonna need to build shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is why the how does it work, the low supply of labor, because there's problem for labor right now, no, on construction sites and things like that. Are you aware of this?
I mean, I've heard. I'm not. I would be lying if I said I'm an expert on the topic.
Okay,
Are
but
you
yeah, but
more
there-
like is like tech your thing? Are you very into the tech space, or
I mean, I think so. Yeah.
I guess maybe like business? I don't know.
because
Business,
your specialty is building sales funnels.
Yes.
And then because it's cool, because that was one of the reason why I was so interested in talking to you as well, because of the consulting things that we want to do, that we want to launch. I think the sales funnels is something interesting to understand how you're like when you want to increase the performance of your business as well. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work? Can you explain? Can you explain to me? Because I don't know how the mechanism work. I don't know what you do most. Like, how do you create funnels like that?
So it's like a platform, piece of technology, right? Let's say ClickFunnels. Have you heard of ClickFunnels, for example?
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah.
No.
Well, I've heard. I don't know what it is, but I've heard that.
It's a website builder,
Okay.
right? So I'm sure you both have clicked on a social media ad,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
Then you land on what looks like a web page.
Okay.
That's actually if they're doing it right, it's probably a landing page. It's
Yeah.
not like it's not typically not a website. Depending on what
whatever it might. Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever they're
yeah.
trying
If it's
to
like a
sell, right? I guess.
yeah, let's say if it's like a beauty brand, right, and they have a whole collection of makeup
And then you want
Then
that.
then they'll have all their products listed. But in maybe what you're describing, it might be somebody entering. They might get their email address on the landing page, so you start collecting email addresses, and then you build the business off of this list that you've acquired. Is that right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That makes
like
sense.
there's kind of two camps, right? There's like in this like digital space, right? There's e-commerce where you're selling physical products online, and then there's info products, information, right? So information has been
The key.
but it's like people have been selling information since the beginning of time.
Really?
I mean, think
How
about
so?
it.
Well, all marketing.
Because I've heard the other day that we didn't know a few years ago that information was this much valuable.
But I mean,
The
look at like the
the right
Bible,
people,
for
yeah.
example, right? Like the Bible is information and lessons that have
Stories,
been, not
That's
that
true.
I'm religious, but like super
No, but
religious.
this is
good
what it is,
example.
though. This is if you look at this at it, it's kind of like the guide of how to be a good like person, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But
full
through
of
stories
information.
and through like it
Books.
went. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Huh. So information. That's true. That information was always always valuable.
Mm-hmm. So like you've got physical products that you sell online, e-commerce, Amazon, for example, right?
Okay.
And then you have info products that you sell online, and that's
It's an
like
info product.
coaches, consultants,
okay.
courses,
Okay.
right? So I think we grew up in the time where like you go to college or you go to school to learn something to become
That's your source of education versus nowadays you have YouTube University.
YouTube
or
University,
what
or
you're
you buy a
describing
course, or
Yeah.
you like
Mm.
have you guys purchased courses online before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. So typically it's like you see some sort of ad, and then you click that button, learn more or whatever, and you land on the landing page, and they have some sort of free offer, which we
Yeah.
call a lead magnet,
Yeah.
right? And so it's just, you want this thing that's super
To be
valuable.
to be very valuable.
Give
Yeah.
me your email, and now it's like
And it's
before it was your email. Now it's like your name, your email, your phone number. So it's like
okay.
there's like more.
So is it better to have it super easy so you have less qualified lead, or to make it harder? What do you like most? How do you choose?
I think it depends on what you're selling on the back end.
Okay, how so?
If you're selling a $6 ebook, it's a number.
You want to make it very easy.
Let's just give me your
the
email
most amount of volume as possible.
and just let's just pump people through this, right?
Mm.
But if you're selling $100,000 mastermind in like a super elite program,
Yeah.
then you need to do some qualification, right?
Makes sense.
A bunch of emails is not going to really help you much.
Because they're not going to be
That's
actual
true.
big buyers, essentially.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then so you specialize in doing that.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of different tech, like website building platforms that you can use to build funnels, landing pages, webinars, video sales letters. It's basically, think of like you're just kind of funneling someone down like through a
That's
sales
true.
process.
Yeah. Yeah, and systems is the way you grow.
Yeah.
You need to systemize everything.
Yeah. So
It makes sense, though. It's building roads.
pretty much, and all the roads lead to Rome,
Yeah,
right?
you're
Yeah.
building all the trade routes.
All the roads
Yeah.
needs to. Yeah, exactly. It's the funny thing, right?
Yeah, and then along all of those trade routes, there's little businesses, right?
Exactly.
And they sell you the food and the water and the supplies and all the things that you need to get to the end destination.
Yeah,
Digital version.
it's so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a digital trade route with all.
Because my specialization is to do that, but for neighborhoods.
Yeah,
The land development. This is what it is. I sell the project, the development.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And so you need leads, right?
Yeah.
And
Because
or do you kind of have your
exactly because I
Depends
have
on where you're at, right?
yeah,
'Cause
yeah, the when you where you get leads is more because the things that I sell is very specific, so the market is very, it's actually very small, so
mm-hmm.
you go directly to the person usually.
And how do you
'Cause
find the land?
the land the because I have a lot of sellers that have billions in the pipeline,
Okay.
multiple ones. So I have, yeah,
word of mouth. Now,
word of
so, right,
mouth
is
more, yeah.
more-
And then it's weird because it's a little bit contrary, but yeah, word of mouth for residential though. What you're doing is absolutely it's a must.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe with Engelvokers Miami, maybe we could set up a meeting and to see if you could help. But that could be anyway. We could see, but yeah, because for to get leads for residential, I guess you have a lot of client in that space, no?
Like doing lead gen for real estate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I have a lot of friends in the space. I've run ads and done funnels for realtors and real estate professionals before, but at the moment
So you don't do that. You don't. What do you concentrate on now?
so right now I'm focusing on digital, like online businesses, and then I recently started working with local service-based businesses,
Oh, okay.
right? Because now it's like those guys are, everything is going online, you know, and so like now those guys are like, well, hey, you know, all the big
You need
players
servicing.
are online, so like now we in order for us to stay alive and compete, we have to, because the word of mouth is it's hard. It's a
Yeah.
hard game.
That's true. How,
But,
so,
yeah,
so
it's great for like the companies that are, yeah, if they're building up and they eventually will be, you know, word of mouth is where you ultimately want to get, but it obviously takes time. So
So, but what changed though in the last few? How did you do business before? How long have you been in this industry?
I started learning. Let me see, 2016,
Okay.
17. I started like I bought a course.
no way.
Yeah,
Really?
I bought a course. Like learn, you know. So
Nice.
Oh, that's a good story.
yeah, learn how to.
What did you
Yeah,
learn
what
first?
was the course?
What was the course? Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah.
It was like 9 courses in one. It was this guy from LA. His name is Ty Lopez.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know.
You know-
Who,
you
yeah,
know?
I know
Okay.
who it is.
So I bought
My
his
friend
course.
Kyle bought a few things from him.
Yeah.
I did a bunch of mentoring program with Cardone too.
Oh, interesting. Uncle
Yeah.
G.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
Yeah,
where it's
Cardone
from.
you.
Don't be this one. Yeah. It's a daily remember.
Cardone owns pretty much all of Florida
He
at this
owns a
point, or
bunch,
like
yeah.
what?
He owns a few thousand units.
I forget. I was at the Pura Vida coffee shop, and I saw it was like 10x
The 10X
everywhere.
brand, yeah.
I was like, man, this.
Yeah, no, he's doing good.
very well.
Yeah, hopefully he can maintain the things. He's got a nice thing going.
So did you do his online university or?
Yeah, I did it for a while, but 2019 I went to 10X GrowthCon in Vegas just before COVID happened. We were in Vegas a few days. I think we came back a few days, and then I did the mentoring. I was at his office once during the mentoring. I got invited. Well, actually, we had to reply whatever, and then I guess they invited everybody that sent them the request.
Nice.
But yeah, it was fun. I met Tyler there.
So you bought courses then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought a few. But what was the first one that you got?
So Ty Lopez, it was like it was a Black Friday special where he took like all of his courses, put them in one, and like, today only. And I was like, all right, cool, let me try it. You know, I was like starting to look for new things. I wasn't happy where I was.
What were you doing before?
I was selling courses, but Uh, I was selling courses, but face to face.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was traveling a lot, and we'd go into like a different city every week, different countries sometimes, and
Wow.
we do like
You
events
traveled
and
a lot then.
seminars. Yeah, I was on the road pretty much.
Road warrior.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, yeah.
So you were
7 years.
selling seminars?
Well, so we'd host seminars and we'd go and teach a little bit, but then after the
Oh, okay.
after the talk or the seminar, there's an offer, and it's like, if you want to learn more, it's $2,000 to come to a 3-day workshop. There's a lot of these in the real estate space. That's
Yeah.
actually where I
Yeah, yeah.
started.
But it's good. Yeah. But you some there's a lot of value sometimes.
I mean, it's
But sometimes maybe. I
I
don't know.
I
Some
always
is
tell
just
people
repeats.
it's like college, right? Like, I mean, everybody goes to school, and like, does everybody walk out with a 6-figure job? It's
No.
like
No,
what
but
you make
yeah.
of it, right?
That's true. That's true. Because at the end of the day, it's the people that goes and then this connection that you make over there. Then yeah, maybe you can do more with people that do that.
Mm-hmm.
It is makes sense, no?
I mean, it's knowledge, it's information, right? Like, if you don't know something and you want to learn it, you can either go and bang your head against the wall for months or years, like, or
Yeah.
you go and find somebody that knows it, and you.
And it's so easy to learn new shit with ChatGPT now. You can just fucking ask it. Ask me to explain it to me like I'm an idiot, and it will. It's true. I do it all the time.
I got locked out the other day. I was like,
Wait, what? It can do that?
well, it told me that you have maxed out your time on ChatGPT 4, and so it's like, in order to continue, you have to like use 3.
No way.
I was like, is this possible? Like, I thought I was paying for the.
How
But
much
they
do you
must,
use
yeah.
it?
But they're growing
It was
they're
like-
growing so fast that
Yeah,
they
but
must have
how?
very limited have you seen they were looking for investors at the 4 trillion valuation?
Wow, I didn't see that, but that's
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw it
I think
today.
it was down like a week or two ago. The servers were overwhelmed, but I've never seen that message. Do you really use it that much?
not that much, but I was like, I was
Were you asking something specific?
I was doing, what was I doing? I was doing research for a funnel that I was building, and I was
Maybe.
telling ChatGPT, I was trying to make ChatGPT to be the ideal, the client.
Oh, okay.
Like, the.
Dude, we can probably help with this. Karin, our friend, she's a consultant with she specializes in integrating ChatGPT in businesses.
Interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
you told me about her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She says that she can guarantee or she says 30% decrease in operation cost at least.
I believe it.
It's wild.
Yeah.
And then she says sometimes it's even more, way more.
It's crazy.
Imagine everything you can do. Can you ask ChatGPT to help build you the things that you need for your funnels?
Yeah. So I had ChatGPT pretend like you were this person, and like, tell me all of your, all of the things that you care about, all the pain points, and so we went
Like
through.
a typical the typical client.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
was like,
cool. That's a nice way to do it.
imagine you are this and you're dealing with this problem, right? So imagine you're like a 45-year-old guy and you started to have back pain, and
But do you know that the more the input, the better the output, right?
yeah.
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 Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
So
but
I
it's
mean, I started
learning
to
how
learn.
Sell to the doubts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially understanding.
Well,
what
yeah. So it's like, the exercise I was doing was like, so somebody who has back pain, they need help, right? But they
Mhm.
have a physical pain. But that's one thing to sell into. But a more powerful thing to sell into is, what is the emotional pain? So what is it that the back pain is preventing that person from doing? That's even more powerful, right? So it's like,
So like if he cannot play with his kids.
there you go.
Be one example. Yeah.
Yeah.
or he can't dunk because the best thing about the have you seen the
He can't play his love for, or he can't play soccer, his love for soccer. So.
Yeah. Oh man, I gave up on that a long time ago.
okay, so yeah, so you create the emotion, and it's
Just trying to understand, right? I mean,
how did it help though? It helped understand the all of the pain point that the client might
the
have.
pain points and like what else do they care about, and what are the things that this back pain is preventing them from doing.
Okay.
So like, what are like the not just the
How do you phrase it though when you ask ChatGPT to help you with that?
Yeah, I mean, so
Do you see what I mean? Do you lay out like bullet points and things like
yeah,
that?
I kind of have a prompt, a template that I kind of start with, and then depending on what it gives me, I'll adjust or
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm starting to learn that you have to train it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, okay, this, which I get lazy with. I'm like, what the fuck?
Because
Like,
this is the thing you have
give me
to. This is the
Like,
thing you have to
but-
train it because there's always 100% doesn't exist.
yeah,
I don't think perfect exists. There's always going to be an error, a mistake, something at some point. So that
Well, what
perfect
you're
doesn't
putting in, you get better results.
exactly.
Right? So
But then, but
garbage in,
it
garbage
gets
out.
mm-hmm.
it gets minimal. But you're never gonna get it 100% right. I don't think.
Sure, but what also
But
has
you-
worked really, really well is actually, or at least from my experience, right, with speaking with it and using it in business myself, it's giving it the full situation.
Yeah.
So telling it who you are and what you're trying to accomplish, right, and just creating almost like a virtual world for it to step into in a way. Right?
Yeah,
You want
yeah.
it to step into this world with you so it can solve that problem with you, but it's an expert as well, right?
Of course,
Like a
because the
mentor.
more context that you give it,
Yeah.
the better it will be. The better the answer it will be. It's very interesting.
I'm learning that.
Yeah, I talked to mine like it was a friend.
Do you
Yeah.
go voice to text?
I do a lot of voice, but I also talk say hey, and then I say thank you, and then apparently you have better result when
When you're polite?
when you're polite.
Yes, I would say, like, could you rewrite that, please? And why am I saying please? So I stopped. So maybe I need to go back.
Put it back
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Go back.
I tell it good morning, and I
So, what field are you in, Whitney?
So I can't talk too much about it, but yeah, I work in a company, and I oversee like the travel and expense and fleet or for the business
Got it.
currently. So
Got it.
a lot of what I do can be around negotiations or building out the program in general.
Mm.
But I use it like a mentor. So I treat it kind of like a mentor, like a partner in business to teach me. And I give it the situation that I'm in and try to see how it might solve a problem that I have.
That's
essentially.
cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, and instead of giving it, because at first I started with a prompt, and I said, you are an expert in this, and those were almost like the basics, but now I say like, oh, I'm trying to negotiate this, and this is kind of the outcome that I want, or how do I get there, or what am I missing? And yeah, try to paint it as if it was sitting in the room right with me in that situation.
Oh wow, interesting.
Yeah,
And it's worked really well, actually.
it
That's
does
cool.
work. This
and
is
I'm
what I
getting
mean.
faster and faster, yeah.
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 And so, do you do it all in the same?
I text, if I was texting a friend. So even though that,
Same channel
um,
or like same thread? What is it?
yeah, I guess the threads, sometimes. I
But
think
it
I
would
have a
be
lot to learn.
But maybe it
if-
would be better to train a GPT for that, because this is the point with Karen, because you can train
Your
a
own.
your own GPT, and then you can train it in specifically what you want it to do.
Yeah, but sometimes I might be in. Maybe it's because I'm sloppy with it. If I'm in the same thread and I just say, "Hey, we're going to talk about a new topic," or "I need your help with something else," and yeah, I text it like it's a friend, but a much smarter friend. So
That's wild.
yeah,
It's
it is.
pretty
It's
cool,
really really
yeah.
cool, and it's making so many things so much faster,
Yeah.
or it's seeing things that I might not, which is nice.
Yeah, you can analyze documents.
Yeah, I haven't
image
tried
the-
that as much or at all. At least with my work, I've can't yet, but
I saw an image to text today.
Image.
Text to image.
Oh, yeah,
Just
yeah,
a
te-
text, and then they created the image describing the. It was wild.
Yeah, I've tried a couple of those. I've gotten like results. Maybe it was my input.
again, it's input.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's just getting better of what you're putting into it.
yeah.
Well, it seems to be the way, yeah. But it's weird though. But again, it seems to be the way for everything. The input is going to be the output.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you put into your business, then you're gonna have out. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you're kind of using it the same way, like a business partner.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Giving you guidance.
Exactly. Nice.
Yeah.
So you're specializing again in what type of shit, I'm missing my words sometimes, the courses things.
Oh, coaches and consultants.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you specialize in building funnels for those.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, that's kind of what we need to. So what's the first step when you start with a new client? What do you do?
So understanding their business, right? So like, what's your business?
How long does it take to do that?
I have a client that I've met. Well, he's not a client; he's a prospect. I've met with him 3 times, and he really, really wants to work with me, and I'm a little reluctant, but I'm kind of like testing him.
Why?
Because I asked him for something the first time, and he didn't
Trust
produce
is
it.
really important.
He didn't
for
produce
what
it.
you're doing. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I was like, you know what? Okay, fine, I get it. You know,
Was it a big thing you asked, or like?
I didn't think so. It was like, fill in these questions.
Oh.
And, I tried to make it as easy as possible. Created a Google Doc and sent it to him, and and he was like, I'm super busy. I'm running another business and whatever. I was like, okay, cool, no worries. So we met, and I was like, you know what? Let's just get through as much as we can now. So it's like, what's your business? What's your offer? Who do you serve? What are their pain points, right? Like, why would they buy your service? What's different about you and everybody else that does the same thing that you do? So, like,
Yeah.
what's your unique selling proposition? And, who are you? Are you talking to the right people? And who do you want to be talking to? Right?
Who's your target audience?
Yeah,
right?
who's your
So
target
yeah,
audience?
exactly.
Yeah.
Who's because you want to be very specific with this one, right? So if you
Mhm.
want to have best result
Yeah.
with the lead magnet.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So in marketing, there's a saying that goes like, if you're talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody.
Yeah.
So it's like, who are we talking to? So same with ChatGPT, right? Like, okay, imagine that you are this person. So price point is another question, that we try to understand. Like, what are you selling? What are the price points? What does the back end of the business look like? Because maybe it doesn't make sense to advertise, or maybe it does.
So are you hesitant to work with someone like that because you want to make sure that their business is legitimate, especially with the field that you're in?
So yeah, that it's legitimate. That, I mean, there's a lot of upfront work into like building out an info product funnel.
Yeah.
There's a lot of research, and you got to go. You know what I mean? I just want to make sure that they're serious, and like, do they really want this?
Yeah, because you don't want to waste your time.
Yeah.
Because you need to service other people at some point.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And so, I forget the point. Well, so I asked him to produce this information. He didn't do it. So I'm like, okay, cool. We'll jump on the call. You're busy. Like, let's go through it.
Yeah. Sometimes shit
And-
happens.
And then he didn't know. So then I'm like, oh man, okay, that's another like red flag, right? Like, you don't know how much you spent on ads. You told me that you've been running ads for the past 6 months. Like what's going on?
Yeah.
How much did you make? I'm not sure. I can find out. Okay, cool. How many new customers did you get last month? I don't know. You don't know? So, so these are like,
He doesn't know his business. That's
so you don't know the business. And then, so do you want to hire somebody to build a business for you? or do you want to hire somebody to build a marketing funnel or a like an acquisition system for you, right? So because I think a lot of times business owners, they think like, oh, just hire a marketing agency or hire, an ads person, or, get somebody to build a funnel for you, and like poof, you're going to have a business and everything's going to be amazing. And,
Yeah.
it could work like that, but not
That's
often.
not what you want to do.
Yeah. So then I'm also kind of testing this guy, and I'm just trying to understand, is it going to be me building the business for him, or is it going to be me building a funnel for him? Because if I'm going to build a business for him, I might as well build it for myself, or maybe we partner, right?
This is because sometimes it makes sense, because when you need it's like departments in any business, and then sometimes you don't have the resources to start a new department, so you go get someone that can, and then you do it, and then you go, look, I have this, and then you, please, we need this, and build it.
Yeah.
But then sometimes it's good opportunities that way too.
Yeah.
But of course it has to be clear.
Yeah, it has
Otherwise
to be
it's
clear
not-
in
otherwise it-
expectations. I'm learning
yeah,
that
expectations is very important.
very clear.
This is why you're doing it right though, to qualify the people like that.
Yeah, I was kicking myself the other day because on the second call, and I didn't make an offer, and I'm like, you know how it is in real estate. If you don't make offers, you're not buying, you're not selling, right? But
yeah, but you know what? Sometimes you need to, because bad offers is there's a saying with tenants, and everyone can understand that. It's better to have a place empty than to have a bad tenant in, because at least when it's empty, it's not getting destroyed.
yeah, true. Or yeah.
If you have a bad tenant, many of my friends have so much of a story about apartments that was brand fucking new, and they put a tenant in, and no walls, no more doors,
And then they stop paying.
and then they stop paying, and then it takes months to get rid of in Quebec.
Wow.
Yeah. So I understand you qualify. Qualifying is important,
Yeah.
very important.
Have-
Because
Okay.
no, but go ahead.
Is everything you've done, all these businesses that you've had, have they always been sales focused, I guess? Or around like selling?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because she has painting too that she wants to.
Painting?
No, not painting. Photos.
Oh, photography.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know if I want to. I don't know if it's going to be like a not high volume
Well, that's
situation.
okay.
Yeah,
More
very
qualifying. More fire.
specific.
Specific.
Probably
yeah.
not a lot of people
No,
will.
but-
Yeah.
Because
I'd rather
she's
have
very good.
more
though.
very expensive pieces that are.
Dude,
yeah,
did I
don't
show?
sell
Did I
as
show
many.
you the her photo at the event or no?
I don't think so.
Because I showed it to everyone. Look, look at this. I'm gonna show. It's very good. Wait, links.
I'm assuming this is your passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this.
How long have you been in photography?
Oh, I
Fucking
had
years.
yeah, but I put it down for some time, and I also didn't show anybody my work for like the last 5 years.
Oh,
So I've just been traveling like to different
Dude, look at
countries and
this.
keeping it to myself.
So that was our trip to Peru, I think. What's?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the
Wow.
trip to Peru.
Thanks, Ollie.
Very cool. I like this one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a little dog.
that was in
dog
the-
next to the tut
In
tut.
the tut, yeah.
Yeah.
She took. Is that the day we went walking? Super good. We came back. Yeah,
Wow.
it's nice, right?
Yeah, very nice.
She's amazing.
This is cool.
I'm not crazy. So yeah.
Well, I like it, so this is
Exactly, that's the point. And
guess
when
I
I
don't
when I
care
saw
if
it
it
too, I really liked it, and you're very good at yeah.
Yeah.
So we want to do those monkeys. It was one night we were on a boat, and we were coming back from a trip, and those monkeys. We stopped with the guide. With our guides were the best. We had we had two, and the guys were the. It was we swam in the Amazon River with them.
That's kind of scary.
And they told us about like all the background and like drug trade and everything that goes on that nobody sees what's happening throughout because it's untouched, right? Like a lot of the forest that's there. So yeah, really cool guides.
It was it was very cool, and then that day they took us. We saw on those trees. What was the name of the tree? Do you know? It's kind of mangroves, but it was like there's a bunch of trees in the water, and those monkeys, there were like hundreds of them. At some point,
crazy.
It was It was crazy. It was very cool to see. Very cool to see. Anyway,
yeah,
maybe. Funnels for the photos.
Funnels for the photos.
Let the monkeys.
Do you work with the photographers at all? Do you have any artists, I guess?
At the moment, no. I have, so the company I worked for that I was working with before, they had some of their clients were photographers.
Okay.
So one of them, he would do headshots for LinkedIn and stuff.
Oh, one of my friends does headshots. Chris headshots.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good name.
He's right here in Fort Lauderdale. He's amazing.
Yeah.
He did the PBD's headshot.
Oh, really?
He did Matt Rife. He did
his work since.
Did you connect them, or was this before?
No, it was before. The dude is fucking amazing. Look at this. He's right here in Fort Lauderdale. If you need that done, he's the best. The best in the
Chris Headshots, what a cool name.
I know.
Gary V.
Cool guy too. Yeah, he's amazing. We're gonna go camping in a few weeks.
Yeah, are you excited?
Yeah. No, it's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's PVD.
I know. I know. It's every time we watch a podcast at Joey's, he's like, "Hey, here's my headshot," and Joey's like, he's like, "I retouched the photo." Fucking things with photographers. It's very funny. Those guys are amazing. Yeah, it's getting late, bro. Do you want to keep going, or should we wrap this up?
Whatever. It's up to you guys. I mean, we didn't really have a mission to accomplish
That's true.
Other than
We can still hang out. What do you want? Do you want us to talk about something else, or?
I don't know. What's the? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, because I was still very curious about what something you mentioned before, because you said you've had businesses that didn't work out.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Why? What happened?
My dad and I started a business.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, we started an auto detailing business.
Did it go well?
Oh.
It started to go well.
Yeah.
But then
How did you like working with your dad?
It was cool, but I think we had different
opinions on
business and how,
which is normal.
you know.
Yeah.
Same.
And so I was like, we're gonna fucking scale this, like, you know.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
And
like
that
let's
was
hire, you know, like we gotta hire people. I'm not gonna be doing all this work. Like, you want.
Sound like him.
Yeah. But then I was also like working a job full time and like doing this on the side. So
Okay.
I think I got burnt out pretty quick. But I think the cool thing is like we got the business to a certain point where, you know, it maintained, like he was able to, like, you know, maintain his lifestyle with the business. And so I was like, you know what, that's cool.
Nice.
And we started off, you know, going from house to house, you know, washing, detailing cars. And we started off with car washes, like, you know, $25 car washes. And very quickly you realize, like,
That's not enough.
No, that's not enough. So we're like, okay, we got to up the service, right? So, like, well, what else can we do? And so then it's like, yeah, we only do packages, right? We only do packages, right? So now we start to get people on, like, monthly retainers, right? We'll come 4 times a week or whatever. And, you know,
this is the best way to do it too, because you don't want you don't when you're busy, you don't. It's way better to go to have someone come to your place.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you don't have to worry about it, on Tuesday at 10, they're here at your place. You schedule, you booked, and
It's done.
it's done.
And for the person washing the car, a lot of people, they'll wash their car once a month or once every 2 months. That car is going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort to wash. But the person that you're washing their car every week, I think I said 4 times a week. It was 4 times a month earlier, right? So 4 times a month, once a week, right? That
It's
car
easier.
is really easy to wash.
Mm.
It's really easy.
Yeah.
Like there were times where we just go spray it off, wash it down, inside vacuum, and it's like beautiful.
So
Pristine.
that's how you start. You started in business.
So that was my first business. Yeah.
Huh. I sold the painting job for when I did with the student painter in Canada.
I was looking at that.
Yeah, this is this is how I started. It was nice though. It was cool. I learned the base on everything that I use now. We started to do. We got leads door to door. We
Very relationship.
Yeah. We started. I had the 10, 15 high school kids doing door to door in the winter. I would pay them $15 a lead. It was not bad. If you were decent at it, you would get
$15 a lead.
yeah, you'd get 5-6 an hour. That was what I would get. For if you just go around, hey, do you want to do some painting this summer? Maybe. Give me your phone number and email.
And then summer comes and you call them or what?
No, I called them right away.
Oh, okay.
Called them right away
So
because
you would schedule in the
you'd
wintertime. You schedule it.
schedule the appointments over the weekends for you code the job and then you would sell it. It was good. It was good business. It was good. Yeah, that was the first time that I did so the first year I failed miserably. Still stinks.
How it goes.
Everybody told me I was gonna do good too.
Gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, but I didn't work. I didn't put in the work that year. I was entitled and I was a little shit and I didn't put in the work, and then I failed. But it was good though because then you can change, because if the problem is you, then you can solve it pretty easily, and then you learn.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And then you improve what you're doing. And so what's the next thing that you did for?
So you did auto detailing and then you moved on to
Auto detailing. Then I moved on to e-commerce. So
So right away into e-commerce.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was.
nice.
I quickly realized like, all right, I'm maybe you're like in person. I was like, yeah, that's a lot of effort, a lot of work,
It
right?
is fun.
But I think
a lot of energy.
yeah, but
Sure.
but some people they're fueled by that energy. You know
But
what I
bro,
mean? Like,
this is my only talent. This is the only thing I'm decent at. I suck at everything else.
that cannot be true.
He's very good at this.
Yeah.
This thing.
Well, but that's good that you discovered that.
Yeah, it's
Right?
pretty nice that I can do that, and because I do deals. I negotiate. This is what I do. It's a long transaction though. It takes months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's wild.
It's interesting. Very.
So
Did you-
complete opposite than you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But it's pretty cool though, because you're more flexible than in real estate. Because real estate, this is what I didn't like when I was selling home. You need to be very, very local.
Mm-hmm.
To be good at selling homes, you need to own the fucking neighborhood.
Yeah, but with the e-commerce, you could be anywhere. And,
Yeah.
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 You could travel to a lot of places.
Yeah.
But with selling development, kind of too. I don't need to be physically on the.
It's all online now.
Doesn't because I don't sell. I sell with something that is not there.
Use a lot of virtual reality to sell it.
You could.
Fuck.
Oliver, it would be so much better
Put
if you did this.
put this
You
headset
could-
on.
Yes, that's how you could start. Look
We-
what they could literally see what it could be.
We tried. It was okay. It was a few years ago. We did that, and then I had a bad experience, and I didn't check at it at all. Because when I was selling house, We had some of those, but it was not good. It was basically no, it was not good.
Oh, technology advances.
But technology advanced. Yeah, that was a few years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. I'm mostly wrong.
You need the goggles for your clients.
I'll bring the headset
Nice.
next time.
Perfect.
It could.
It could though.
The
No?
problem is I see
Hey,
it.
we could do a podcast in VR.
I know we could. Have you? Lex Friedman did it with Zuki.
Oh, did he?
Zuckerberg. Yeah,
Sounds
Oh, I didn't
fascinating.
they did. Yeah, they did a podcast completely in
Recently?
yeah, a few months ago. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
The Lex Friedman the Lex Friedman podcast.
Yeah, I want to see that.
It was interesting. Yeah, it's a cool one though. Lex is I don't know him, but he's interesting guy.
Yeah, he seems.
He's a robot scientist or something at MIT. Fucking wild.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Tesla robot? The
I saw a dummy of it in Wynwood. There's like a little like Tesla display. They have the Cybertruck there, so we went to go check it out. And so I saw the robot. It looks insane.
it does look insane.
I don't know. Maybe it was a real thing, or maybe it was a demo. Or
Because I saw a video of it looks real.
yeah.
It looks a lot like iRobot 2.
It does.
However, you have a pattern of like not trusting technology.
It's all coming true.
Yeah.
Every time there is that thing that happened in those movies, everybody dies. No, Terminator. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, hopefully it doesn't happen.
I mean, what are we gonna do?
And yeah, this is
We're
why
gonna
I'm
die.
nice. This is why I'm nice with the robot because I don't want to have a beef with him.
Say
when they
please.
take exactly. So this is why
I
it's
said
important
please.
to say please. Look, dude, we always been straight together. Cut the bullshit. And then it would be nice though to actually work if it does work. Because think about it. If it does, if this like the whole integration of this. Of this new technology of AI, if we can integrate it in the scheme of production of things, and then we will have insane amount of jump in productivities. Insane! It's wild. I'm reading Michio Kaku book, the Quantum Supremacy. Dude, the application of the quantum computers is fucking insane.
Yeah, I've heard.
They're saying that they think they can replicate photosynthesis of the plants with quantum computing.
Whoa.
They can, yeah, literally.
But like how?
I don't know. Don't ask me how.
So we're
I don't know. But
me-
dude,
trying to wrap my head around this. Okay, so
okay,
so
so
plants use photosynthesis. That's how they eat, right?
yeah.
That's how they get their energy.
But they get the carbon, so they eat the CO2, and then they release the O2 and then some ozone. I think
Mhm.
I think this is how it works. Maybe don't quote me on this.
So a computer is gonna reproduce that.
So they think that they think with quantum because here's the thing. Math is how you explain shit of what happened, right? You follow like the basic thing, bro. Like this is a 90-degree angle.
Mhm.
So we explain the basic thing, but it's the same for everything. So so it must be. So if they think that they can explain photosynthesis with the computer, it means that technically you can explain the universe with math. And then if you have the power to do more calculation, then you can explain more complex things. And then the craziest shit with this thing is that it proved kind of the metaverse because the atoms can be at two places simultaneously in two universe or dimension, whatever it is.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know how it works, but it sounds absolutely crazy.
Wait, you said they proved the metaverse. They proved the simulation.
So no, it's not the it's like because when with quantum with the quantum computing with the how it because when you go and then I'm probably butchering the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, I'm
please.
lost.
Okay, so like no, don't want to do that. So it's I'm probably butchering the whole thing, but what I understood is that the atoms, right, the smallest of particles, the atoms, could be they can see that it's at two place at the same time.
Mm.
I have no idea how that works, but I'm just telling you what I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it kind of sounds it's fascinating. I would love to be able to explain, but I can't.
Sounds like we need to have a guest on the show that has.
That would be cool, but I would probably it would, but maybe I would learn how it works.
Sure.
But this, it's fascinating. They can, and then they could do. So basically, the reason why it's so interesting is because that guy, when I heard once that he was telling you, so there's levels of civilization.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if how familiar you are with this concept, but do you know who is Graham Hancock's?
Heard of them?
Yeah, there's a Netflix documentary that he has made about an ancient civilization that was probably wiped out 12,800 years ago, or something like that. And then what they think that this civilization was way more advanced in a different way than us, in a very different way. They figured out different kind of set of problems, most likely, because think about what you do in your business, right?
Mm-hmm.
You improve on the same kind of path all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then to change path is very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
It requires a lot of change in a small business. But think about it as a civilization level. How maybe it would be the same thing. Maybe we've figured out a set of problems a few hundred years ago with the industrial age and things like that. We develop a certain way, but then maybe if we had figured out different problems, then maybe it would have taken another path.
Mm.
It's it's interesting, no? And then so what he was saying is that now we were at 0.7 degree, like 0.7 civilization, and then at 1. When we hit 1, so because they can calculate those things based on projections of GDP growth, because and they can make projection based on historical data. This is how they can calculate this. So they can say like in 1,000 years, then we would have this amount of GDP. And then based on this amount of GDP, then they can correlate with the amount of energy that it takes to control different things. Say go to space, say control the weather on the planet, say go in the other galaxies or whatever it is. So the level 2 civilization is kind of what Star Trek is, right? They can go across the galaxy in a spaceship, whatever. Level 3, what he was saying, is kind of the Empire in Star Wars. They can literally destroy planets, and they control they can move very fast into the universe.
Wow.
But then that's like thousands of years away.
But quantum computing
But quantum computing is kind of like what they're saying is kind of the gateway of being able to solve those like more important problems, because the level of the amount of calculation is exponential. Because of the things that the neuron or the smallest particle can be twice at can be at 2 places at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're here, but we're also somewhere else.
I don't know how it works. Maybe have you seen Spider-Man in the multiverse? Are you like
I haven't watched that.
you're not geeking out on this at all? So basically, I'm sending you curveballs all night.
Sorry.
That's okay, dude. That's okay. So, Should we wrap this up now?
Yeah. let's do it.
All right, cool. And, Chris, it was a fucking pleasure.
Thanks for
Where
having
can
me.
we find you? Do you have a website?
Yeah.
Do you have? Where can we find you? If we need,
influentialpassion.io.
If influentialpassion.io.
Yeah. Influentialpassion.
We'll have it at we'll have it at
Link
on the
it.
yeah on the link.
I'll send it to you via text. So you
Awesome.
got it.
Thanks everybody. Bye bye.